It's about time. It's about time.
Today we're going to talk about time signatures.
It's about time.
Time signatures are found in the beginning of the music, right by the treble clef. It consists of two numbers stacked on top of each other. The top number tells us how many beats are in a measure. Here our time signature tells us that there are 4 beats in a measure. This is pretty normal. The bottom number, which is the hardest to understand, tells us what kind of note gets 1 beat. Normally, a quarter note always gets 1 beat. And that's why you normally see 4/4 as the most common time signature. Take this example. Here are our beats. We see from the time signature that there are 4 beats in a measure. And we see that the quarter note gets 1 beat. There are 4 quarter notes for 4 beats. In this example, the quarter note still gets the beat. However, there are only 3 beats in a measure. Will you ever see a whole note in a song that has a time signature of 3/4? No, because a whole note gets, that's right, 4 beats. That's too much for these measures. In 2/4, the quarter note still gets the beat, but there are only 2 beats in a measure. You will never see whole notes, and you will never see dotted half notes in songs that have 2/4 as their time signature, because they are both longer than 2 beats. Sometimes you see weird time signatures, such as 6/8. Well, the top number tells us how many beats are in a measure, so there are 6 beats in a measure in this type of time signature. What's really weird is the 8 on the bottom. The 8 stands for an 8th note. Think about it as if it were a fraction. Change the 6 to a 1, and it creates 1/8. So 1/8 note gets 1 beat. Whoa, that's totally bizarre. Normally, an 8th note gets just half a beat. But this has changed. In 2/2, there are 2 beats in a measure, and if we make that into a fraction, it tells us that a half note gets 1 beat. That's bizarre too. Normally, a half note doesn't get 1 beat, like in this case. It normally gets 2 beats. Dun dun dun.